Alright, so today I want to give a quick review and hands-on of the Martin InTouch. To begin with, I guess we'll go ahead and do the unboxing. Just kidding, it's a box. It's cardboard, is what it comes in. So one thing a lot of people have asked online is, what does it feel like? It feels pretty good, pretty solid. Just a comparison, I'm not sure the exact weight of this, but go out, grab a 50-foot XLR, just kind of your average of XLR. It's roughly the same. So it's something you can just throw in your backpack and go. All right, next thing I want to talk about is the Force Touch faders. Pretty nice. Instead of using a mechanical fader we're used to, just a little strip, it's touch sensitive. One downside I've noticed to this is if it's humid, like for example right now we're in a warehouse without air conditioning, so it's humid in here right now, your finger can't quite slide over the pad like you'd want it to for a nice smooth fade. So for example, I'll try and fade it down as slow as I can. I don't know how well that shows up on video, but rather jumpy because your skin is actually not sliding that great on the Force Touch fader. Easy solution I found, use your fingernail. I just use the back of my fingernail if I want to do a fade like that, since generally that will slide better. And I've also used my stylus for my tablet. Next thing I want to talk about is the velocity sensitive bumps, or the flash values on the bump buttons. Here I have the color wheel on this little baby mover set as a cube blender. So as I bring that blender up, just come to a different color wheel value. So I've just turned on the velocity option. You see if I just lightly tap, I'll get one color, tap a little bit harder, and get something different. And if I go full force, I have 100% set as the color wheel scroll. I got a chance to use this the other day and in a live situation. It takes a little bit to get used to, but after you do, it was awesome. I have no complaints about that. Good job. Another really cool thing about the InTouch is you can use this as a playback wing on your existing system. So you can hook this up to M6, M1, M2 PC, etc. and give it its own wing ID. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you can have 16 of these. So my overall impression of the InTouch. I love it. I can put this in my bag, take it out to the club or the show, take it home with me, fire up Show Designer, do some work from home, not have to worry about being stuck to my console. And yeah, there are a few small things. One is the feet. If you get one of these, make sure you take these off as soon as you get it and super glue little rubber pads on it. So far I've lost 2 of mine. It also scratches kind of easily, but then again, like I said, I just throw this in my bag and I go. So, that's on me. Another thing to be wary of is the plastic right here on the force faders. I'm moving close so you can see it. It does have a little bit of flex on it. But of course, if you watch the Martin video, you'll see that there's nothing for that really to be glued on the bottom. This is a whole sensor underneath it. It's just zoned out for your different controls. So just be careful with that. A couple times when I went to pull it out of my bag, I've actually snagged one of these things, which was kind of scary, but it was fine. I will be getting a case for it, but for now, I'll just take it easy with it. But the fact that I can take this to a gig and use it as a wing on my console is great. And it's simple. There's no power supply. I'd have to say that's probably my favorite thing, is no power supply. I have the M2 PC, and that's kind of limiting when it comes to me just, throwing it in my truck and going and just hooking up real quick. Is just plugging it in. Small thing, but the fact that I can just plug in USB, plug in my DMX out if I'm actually using the built-in DMX, USB to DMX adapter in here, it's great. So, force touch faders, thumbs up. A little bit tricky to use when it's humid. The velocity sensitive bumps, great feature. Love it. The playback versus programmer function button up here. Don't like the 2-second hold, or the 1-second hold, or whatever it is. Like to see that be a double click, or maybe even a select click. And there you are. So really, at its price point, buying the M-Touch is a no-brainer. Considering a few years ago I paid $1,200 for a light jockey unit, and paid less than, say, less than $550. Actually, a lot less than $550. For this, which also includes your DMX dongle, even if you never use this as an M-Touch and only use this as your USB to DMX, it's an excellent deal. Alright, so if you want one, I recommend you call Sean at Fairlane. That's fairlane.com. Go there, I think it's like upper right hand corner, just call. Call, ask to speak to Sean. I'm pretty sure he's going to give you the best deal you will find on one of these. I know I got mine cheaper than I've heard of anybody else getting theirs. So Sean's awesome, and fairlane.com is awesome. I don't work for them. They just have great prices and awesome customer service. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. Martin in touch.